Me, I normally don't do this on Tuesdays, but I just felt an unction to help you today. I want to help you. I got some information for you today. Today's Tuesday. Don't worry about my mouth. I ain't got my teeth in again today. Don't worry about it. But we're going to get this information to you. It's going to help you, motivate you today. Today. Yeah, today. It's going to help you today. We talk about Thursday being a thankful day. Usually I do thankful Thursdays on. But I want to give you some tips on Tuesday. Can I help you? It's early. I don't know if you're on the way to work. I don't know if you're on the way to a doctor's appointment. I don't know where you're heading to this morning. But I want to help you with this information if you let me. And I'm thinking you will. Even if you don't, I'm talking anyway. Tragedies. Yeah. Tragedies are commonplace. Tragedies. Tragedies. We got so much going on. Tragedies. Commonplace. All kind of diseases. People sick. People tired in their bodies. Economy's down. People ain't getting enough pay. If you ain't hip to this, I'm giving you the words of Walter Hawkins' song, the first verse. Tragedies. We always gonna have something going on. I told you the temperature in this nation is hot. It's hot. We got tragedies. Tragedies now become normal. Walter said tragedies are common. It didn't say tragedies are a commonplace. It said tragedies are common. In that context, that word common means normal. I've been talking about that. Everything we see in this, what we call the new United States, is now normal. What's wrong is right. What's right is wrong. Tragedies are commonplace. All kinds of disease. I ain't talking about common cold. Walter said all kind of disease. People slipping away. That means folks is dying. So we got tragedies. That's common. I've been telling you, everything now we accept as normal. Tragedies are not A. Let's take the A out. Tragedies are commonplace. All kinds of disease. People sick. People dying. You remember that COVID came through and swept out just about the whole damn nation? All kinds of disease. People are away. Economy's down. I just told you, everything that we're dealing with is now normal, right? So economy's down. It is. Gas is high as hell. We got that situation in Iran, right? Economy's down. People ain't getting enough money. People ain't getting enough chips. They ain't getting their coins. See, economy's down. People ain't getting enough pay. I told you yesterday, I can't speak for nobody else, but, as for me, I told you I'm not religious. I'm just trying to help you with this information. As for me, all I can say, thank you. Tip on Tuesday. Tuesday is a great day to be gracious and thankful. Because your situation Somebody else's situation is worse. Hello. I was joking with somebody. I was actually picking with somebody, which I do quite often. And I told him, I said, you know, all the hell I've been through, I could have been in the corner crying in a pity party. Let me help you. Until I looked at somebody else's situation and it was 10 times worse. Watch this. You hear me talking about my legs. You know, I've had 2 strokes. So my left side, I got 30% strength on that left side. And if I overdo it, I have, some issues with my left leg. Went for a walk yesterday. Told you about the young man. I got off thought and I didn't really get to finish that last night. An older man, gentleman, Caucasian man, was talking. I told you yesterday, it seemed like Monday. I don't know what was going on. Monday, it was just so beautiful. And that's the 3rd Monday in a row. Not for 2 or 3 witnesses, every word to be established. I still believe that. I told you I don't trust people. I trust God. Watch this. I looked at the man. He had a cane, as I should be using, but I use my brace, and that kind of helps me keep my leg from giving out. And I got back to the house, and I started thinking about every element that I have in my body. And I had to learn that complaining and wallowing in my own does nothing to help me and nobody else. But guess what? When I saw me, I had a flashback of him. And I didn't become more thankful until I saw my legs and another person that had a worse condition than me. See, sometimes we think that our situation is the forefront and we're supposed to get all the attention based on what we going through. Until the good man upstairs give us a flashback on somebody else's situation and their situation is worse. Now, if that person ain't complaining, then why am I complaining? You ain't supposed to. That's what the man said. He died a short death, the Reverend. Forget the man's name. He came out with a song, said, I won't complain. That's what he said. Watch this. A thought came to my mind just now. I told you I read all the time. I stay in the book. I stay in different books, but I definitely stay in that Bible, because I want to always have an understanding of what I'm conveying to you, especially times that I don't have a scheduled appearance to come on. And normally on Tuesdays, I do not. I just felt the unction to come and talk to you today. Watch this. Proverbs, I told you Solomon was a smart man. He was wise, but he was dumb. You'll catch that in another segment when I talk about Solomon. All he asked for was wisdom, but he still operated in folly. Do some research on Solomon. You'll get the picture sooner rather than later. Solomon wrote a passage in Proverbs 17. I'm paraphrasing. It's a different translation. Kinfolks, man, I don't know why I be telling people stuff. Kinfolks are born. Watch this. I'm going to give you this piece. It's going to blow your mind. Well, it might not blow some of your mind. It blew mine. Let me just leave it at that. Kinfolks or family members are born in alignment with you to share your adversity. You didn't hear it, but I'm going to help you with that. See, the reason why people can't stick together as family is because people are not willing to be in what I like to call a participatory situation in sharing one another's pain. Yeah. Why do you think that the book said that a friend stick it closer than your brother. Yeah. So that's why I tell people it's about wording. You got to be careful how you word things because everybody, we meet people and they nice and, it's all cute, but they're not really your friend because a friend is supposed to be closer, more of an ally than your blood. That's why I always tell you, blood only makes you related. It doesn't make you dedicated. Yeah, because most family, they're supposed to share the adversity, right? But most families don't share the adversity because a lot of times the adversity is caused by them. Come on, stop. I'm thinking about my friend Mark Perry. Mark used to tell me on the phone, stop it. I was thinking about him today. And I thought about, a lot of lessons that I've learned in life regarding adversity, friends, and family. You say, D-Pan, what that got to do with what you talking about? I'm going to tell you. Because Daryl Coley came out with a song. Can I help you? Yeah, Daryl Coley. Daryl Coley came out with a song and he said that he was being what? Prepared. See, sometimes we go through stuff. We don't quite understand it, but it's all about preparation. Mm-hmm. The day I was born, the good Lord already knew what I was going to be dealing with up until this day. And he did what? He prepared me. Not only did he prepare me, see, sometimes we hear a voice and we automatically think that means go. No, that don't mean go. That means get ready. Yeah, that means get ready. And if you're not ready, then you're going to get caught with your pants down. Watch this. He was preparing me, right? Even in my mother's womb, he was preparing me for what? Adversity, pain, difficulty, failed marriages, failed everything. He was preparing me because what? He only came here to lead by example. He wasn't a sample. He was the example. And he was preparing me for such a time as this. Yeah, all the times I fell off. Yeah, all the times that, folks that talked about me and the different challenges I've had in my body, different challenges I've had with my finance, different challenges I've had with different things. He was preparing me because experience is what gets you on the journey. I keep telling you about this stuff. Y'all be paying attention. Y'all be absent-minded. Y'all be absent-minded. Y'all be absent-minded. Y'all be absent-minded. You notice I say stuff in threes sometimes because I want to make sure you get that confirmation in your mind. Because the mind is a terrible thing to waste. Don't move with haste. Just stand still for a quick second and let this get in your mind on a Tuesday. Hope this is helping you. You better start being thankful for adversity. You better start being thankful because it's all about your preventive maintenance and your preparation. You go through adversity because you're preparing for victory. And if you want victory, you got to go through some opposition. And you won't get through that opposition victoriously until you do what? Overcome that obstacle. Now, so no matter how many times you fall, just be like Don McClurkin, get back up. See, because when you fall, that's a learning lesson. It's like a baby. When the baby start learning how to walk, they fall. They don't give up and just start crawling the rest of their life. No, they keep trying. And then after a while, they take a few steps, fall, get back up. Next thing you know, they go from falling and stumbling and make some steps to move a little faster. Next thing you know, they run off through your damn house tearing your shit up. I'm just trying to help you. Yeah, it's all about preparation. Yeah, it's all about preparation. And if you're not prepared, and if you're not thankful for what you are dealing with at this juncture in your life, then I'm just here to tell you, truthfully and honestly, that you are doomed to fail. Yeah, and in order for you to be successful, you have to fail. Yeah, you can't always get A's. Sometimes you're gonna get some C minuses. Sometimes you're gonna get some D. You might even get some F's. But you gotta hold on and you gotta be thankful for the little things. Yeah, be thankful for the little things. You ain't got to, but it'd be best that you do. Yeah, see now I can come to you and talk to you, give you a little bit of information and I ain't gotta holler and scream and all that and this and that because see, in every chapter, in every transition that you go through, you should learn from the last obstacle that you overcame on how you did it. But as long as you made it, you don't be knowing how you made it. All you know is that you made it. It wasn't your cousin, it wasn't your grandma, it wasn't your daddy, your mammy, your pappy, your pastor, your superintendent, your bishop, your overseer, your elder, your presiding elder, your deacon, deaconess, missionary. It wasn't none of them. It was the good Lord upstairs and experience that helped you get through. You ain't hearing me. Well, you're going to hear me today. Whether you hear me or not, whether you want to hear it, you're going to hear it because we on this YouTube and it's going through and people hearing it, people seeing it. You know, you gotta. I told you what Freddie Jackson said. Freddie Jackson said, just take a look around. Freddie said that. Not only did he say take a look around, Freddie said nice and slow. Take your time. SOS Band said it too. Take your time. Baby, you can do it. Take your time. Do it right. You hear that part? Do it right. Ain't no right way to do the wrong thing. Baby, you can do it. Take your time. Do it right. Somebody left a very facetious comment on my uh on my page on the channel yesterday. Uh, I told you I read a lot. I tap into a lot of different stuff. I made a comment yesterday on the short. If you build wealth slowly, little by little, you do it. Somebody said, "Oh, you must be a millionaire." I am a millionaire. Might not be figuratively speaking, but I'm a millionaire because no matter what my murky water look like, I still got a father on a cat on 1,000 hills. You didn't hear what I said. I hope you did because I do. You said, well, no, you don't. Well, obviously I do because I'm still breathing. I'm still making it. I ain't fell under. I ain't succumbed to death. I ain't succumbed to persecution. I ain't succumbed to opposition. I'm a millionaire. We used to sing a song. Well, I didn't sing the song when I was a kid. A choir sang this song. And sometimes they had a combined choir and they would sing a song called I'm a Millionaire. Said, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire. My father is rich in house and land since I've been there. Said, I've been there. I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire. Yeah, 790 Grand Avenue, Springfield. They sing that song. And a lot of, as I go through my healing process and this journey, I have flashback on the different people that have impacted my life with either song, quotes, and I remember those people. And when they come to my mind, I try to give them a shout out and let them know I appreciate it. I might not have seemed grateful then, but those little lessons and those little bit of gold nuggets that I received as a child stuck with me. And I used those different memories to help me get over into the next day, day by day. That phrase just hit me. William Murphy and his nephew came out with a song called Day by Day. Check that song out when you get a chance. Go under my playlist under a little bit of peace and look up William Murphy under my playlist on the gospel, and you'll see that song Day by Day. That's a beautiful song, but it seems like when I'm talking, the good man drops stuff in my mind, that is relevant to what we're talking about. But day by day, yeah, I told you 2 weeks ago, I started out with a short by Keith Pringle. Just another day, his sister was going through some stuff. That was the last recording that he did with James Cleveland back in 1980 something, not long, shortly before James Cleveland died. It was James Cleveland's last appearance. James Cleveland looked horrible in that particular recording. I ain't gonna get in all that, but he looked bad. But that song touched me at that particular time, and I heard it this morning. When I get up early in the morning, I put on my gospel music, some jazz, get my thought process going, get my day started good. And I heard that song. Matter of fact, I played it on my birthday, Just Another Day. And I just got to be honest about it. I've been kept. I don't know how I've been kept. All the hell I've been dealing with these last 72 days. But I promise you that every day I've woke up the last 3 weeks and a day, smooth sailing. Freddie Jackson said too, from now on, it's going to be smooth, smooth sailing, nice and slow. Yeah, steady as we go. Yeah, you got to move steady. Whispers, rock steady. I told him I'm a music man. I got a song. I had my former grandmaster down in Cleveland told me, he said, "Fan, bro," he said, "man, every time you open your mouth, you got a song, a scripture, a quote to go with everything that come out of your mouth." I said, "Man, because I'm always in somebody's book. Because I'm always trying to prepare myself to give an answer to somebody that might have a question. You got to be prepared because you don't know. I told you, you don't know who's watching you. You don't know what example you are to some people, and some people might look at you as this. The other people, the people that are compliant with the message, those are the people who are going to receive what you got to say. Everything ain't for everybody. I ain't worried about it. Everything ain't for everybody. I thank you for those that have been coming in, watching. I wanted to share something with you real quick, too, that, I think it's quite refreshing to see that the views have gone up. People are tapping in to what it is that we're trying to convey. I did a simple short just the other day, and it seems like as soon as I clicked off on it, a live I did, and I don't really get a lot of views on my lives. Be transparent. Most people watch me for shorts. A lot of people come on to hear me raising hell. Very few sit and view the lives because a lot of people don't understand what it is that we do here. But the last 6 days, let me say 6 days. The last 6 days, it seems like people have been watching these lives. More people have come in. I think the other day we did a live. During that live, I think we got 297 views. That's very uncommon for my channel. Most of my views on lives are 10, 20. But the secret is out. Ain't that what Vanessa said? The secret is out, and people can no longer use disguise and camouflage to stop my message. About 86% of the imposters in my life have been exposed. About 98% of my family has been exposed. There's been an awakening. There's been an awakening in the soothsayers and people that have a goal to derail the message. Don't get mad at the messenger. Somebody told me the other day, said, "Fanboy, you just a mailman. Don't worry about people getting upset. You just deliver the mail." Yeah, you just deliver the mail, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep delivering the mail, and I'm going to do that as long as I get an unction to do it. The good man gave me a new way to do my exposures. I don't have to be biased about it. I don't have to cuss you out about it. I just say what I have to say, give you a few words of wisdom, and the person is exposed. And those that choose to view it, and if you don't, it'll come out in the wash sooner rather than later. But just know one thing: when you're consistent in your process and what you're trying to convey, sooner or later, people are going to pick up and they're going to start thinking, this motherfucker ain't crazy as people think he is. This motherfucker make a lot of sense. Yeah, a lot of sense. And if you don't catch on and hurry up and do what you got to do, to get your life adjusted, I promise you, you doomed for death, damnation, and destruction. I'm just trying to help you if I can, if that's all right. So I'm thankful for the 4 we picked up yesterday. 4 new subscribers we picked up yesterday. I think we're at 333. We try to hit 100 every month. New subscribers. It's absolutely free. And we have different methods that we use to get our message across. And I use every tool that the good Lord has given me to make sure that I maintain consistency, transparency, always honesty. Because if you want to be trusted, you have to be honest. Don't worry about the method. Don't worry about the profane. Don't worry about my whiskey. Don't worry about my cigarettes. Don't worry about weed. You just worry about the information that's coming across this algorithm to you that's consistent, is true, is factual, is fact checking. You can fact check it. You can do whatever you want, but you cannot stop the process because God's hand is on me. And as long as his hand is on me, no weapon formed is going to prosper. I don't care who you are. You can be Donald Trump. You can be Richard Michael DeWine. You can be the attorney general, the prosecutor, ex-wife, wife, kids, in-laws, no matter who you are. You put your hands on stuff that don't pertain to you, God will fix your business. If you think it's a joke, there's different strokes for different folks. But if you think it's a joke, just stay tuned. You see what I'm talking about. I got people now that are extremely nervous. Family, friends, in-laws. I got folks that are extremely nervous, politicians, because they thought I was going to give up by now. I got people that are afraid to step up and do what they're supposed to do because they know that once the good Lord finish and complete this work, it's going to shut a lot of folk down because a lot of people spend a lot of years and energy trying to derail this message. And as I tell people all the time, we've been doing this 10 years and we ain't been sued yet. You know, I had a person email me yesterday and talking about, yeah, I was watching a blogger and they was throwing off on you. I know they was talking about you. I said, baby, I don't worry about that. I said, they talked about Jesus and he was the Son of God. And I ain't nowhere near Jesus. As a matter of fact, I'm as dirty as the devil. You know what I'm saying? So if they talked about Jesus and he was the Son of God, it don't even make me exempt, baby. I don't even worry about it. I don't worry about it. I just told you yesterday, I'm a favorite man. I haven't driven a car in a year, almost a year. I'm in a foreign county. I don't know nothing about this damn county. I'm here by myself, and God, good Lord, make sure nonstop like clockwork that all my provisions are taken care of, and I ain't got a hoodwink, bamboozle, trick nobody, con nobody, beg nobody, because you know the good Lord told me I'm the head, not the tail. I'm the lender, never the borrower. So I don't worry about what people say and what people do. It just so happened that I have a firm foundation in faith that, you know, no matter what I deal with, it doesn't stop me from doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm glad about it. So it's 9:30. It's a Tuesday. It's going to rain today. Ooh, can I help you with that part there too? You know, Noah, and I'm going to end with this. People laughed at Noah. Noah said it was going to rain. They called Noah crazy, man. Noah didn't have his first child till he was 500 years old, it's been said. It's been said it took a couple years, you know, a whole bunch of years to build that ark. But when the good man gave the commandment to get them 2 by 2 on that ark, Noah paid attention and people was laughing. And the people that was laughing got destroyed in the flood. That's why he said when he sent that dove out with the olive branch back, he's not going to destroy the world with water no more. It's going to be with fire. And I'm just glad that I'm being used as a small instrument and a small plane to cause darkness to dissipate, because we got so many operating false flagging, like they're operating in light, and they're really operating under the guise of the devil. That's a dangerous thing. Red and yellow, black and white, we all present in sight, but we black and browns got to quit being clowns and playing games with God's people. News article after news article, we see all these evangelists now that have fallen by the wayside, running game on people. We got Brian Carn, Valerie, that prophetess Valerie Moore. She about to get jammed up in some shit. You got these people down in Memphis. Well, I'm gonna say St. Louis now. Those people, they got some shit going on, jammed up. You got people over in PAW. You got people over in the fire. You got people all over dealing with stuff that had been talking about. They holding up the banner, but they operating under the guise of the devil. And then we as people, we fall for those tactics instead of falling for the truth. Mm-hmm. Shall I? Yeah, I'm going to pursue and recover all, and that without fail. And I want you to do the same thing. Pursue, recover all, get the cobwebs out of your mind, and start focusing on what is really going on behind the veil. There's a lot going on, and we turning our head. I just told you in a few short months, we got midterms coming up. Mm-hmm. We got midterms coming up. We got a lot of black and browns that is flipping the script now on this voting. Yeah, they confused because they don't know what kind of game they're going to run next. They don't know if they want to run the Jesse Jackson game, the Martin Luther King game, the Al Sharpton game. They got a new game they got to pick up to keep us in darkness. These civil rights folk, they don't even want to talk to you in February. We got issues going. I just told you, Walter Hawkins told us back in 70-something, tragedies is common. It's normal now. War is normal. Pedophilia is normal. Sickness is normal now. All that stuff is normal. We accept all that evil and all that negative energy. We accept all that stuff as normal. And then the truth come in, we push that away like that's junk food. We'll take the regurgitated knowledge. We'll take the Tom's knowledge, and we'll use that as tools to weaponize each other and put each other down, right? And then early Sunday morning, we get behind the sacred desk and tell lies and deceive folk, and then we eat that up, and we accept that. But then I heard a commentator say yesterday, and I got to close with this. We defend the person they caught up in their folly. I'm not going to say this content person's name, but they were talking about Brian Carn, and a lot of people was getting on there defending Brian, that's between God and Brian. All I know is he committed a crime or he wouldn't have got convicted. So my thing is, how do we uphold wrong for people that's supposed to be right, but the people that's doing wrong, pushing dope in our communities, raping our kids, lying, running game on the system? How do we uphold all that confusion? But then when the man of God, supposed to be the man of God, the woman of God, get caught up in a crime, or a spouse or family member, they get caught up in crimes, we take that and say, no, he didn't do that. God gonna work it out. God ain't gonna work out shit, because he ain't the author of confusion. And God ain't smiling on nobody that's robbing his people of their finances, their dignity, their reputation. God don't operate in that. And I ain't even saved. God don't operate in folly and foolery. I heard over at Tristone, back in about 1993. Jerome Ross preached a message. I got the tape. I just watched it yesterday. I think it was an anniversary service. He preached a message, Jerome Ross did, called The Foolishness of Preaching. Jerome Ross, if you out there, have your wife remind you that message you preached. That was a good message. And you broke that thing down. You did. But there's some foolishness that's going on in this preaching that we hearing. We sitting up at these tables, and a lot of us are so shallow-minded and so churchy that all we accept is the praise breaks and the crooners. When it comes to the real raw truth, we ain't hearing that. We want something to tickle our stomach. We don't want the truth. We want that dilute word. We want that God. But I'm going to tell you something. You better be mindful. Y'all better be mindful of the information y'all taking in y'all's earlobe. Y'all better be mindful. Don't worry about what I'm doing. Help me. Don't worry about what I'm saying. You religious folk, don't worry about me smoking cigarettes, because some of y'all smoking and drinking and doing the same thing I'm doing, but y'all under the guise of being holy. Either you holy or you ain't. You either hot or you cold. You can't be both. I'm just trying to tell you. I told you I ain't saved, but I got to give you this motivation today, because Matthew 6:24 is still real. It say no man, and man in this context is man and woman, male and female, can't serve two masters. You can't do it. You can't be thankful and complaining all at the same time. Those don't mix, like oil and water. You can't do it. Salt and sugar, they look the same, but they taste different. They're used for two different purposes. But we using salt for sugar and sugar for salt. And we're getting folks confused. And we dumb enough to sit back and think that that's acceptable in this day's society. And it's not. Yeah, y'all sit around here with all these cords and these rings and these aprons and all these hats and all these seats y'all sitting in, all this and that, and y'all operate like the devil, and y'all sending the wrong message across. Don't get mad at me. I'm just a mailman. Come on, Motown. Wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Come back. I need my mail. I'm trying to give it to you. But some of y'all not hearing it. Y'all putting return to sender on it. And when you put return to sender, that means the person that it was sent to don't live there no more. Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all think it's a whole bunch of this talk. Somebody told me the other day, gee, you just yapping. No, I'm not yapping. You don't have the mental capacity to receive this information, because what is true and tragedies are common, which is what? Normal. And you take Don't take it personal. Take the bitter with the sweet. Easy come, easy go. I told you I always got a song to tie in what I'm talking about. Don't play with me. Yeah. When people come to the Revolutionists, aka the JDWick Movement, they don't come here for lies and gossip. They want some substance. Yeah, I know y'all come for the shorts and y'all come for me raising hell. Some of y'all come to see me drunk so I can have something to go back and talk about. Yeah, good, but don't forget that a person that's drunk is talking about their true feelings. So if I'm telling you stuff, when I'm telling you when I got that nip in my hand and I'm on this algorithm telling you this information, I'm giving you facts. Can one person in the Church of God in Christ, can one in-law, can one family member come on a live and collaborate and dispute anything I've said for 10 years consecutively? Hell to the motherfucking no. You can't do it. Now y'all confused, running in circles, trying to figure out what your next attack is going to be. No weapon. Hear me. Hear me. No weapon. I'm stirred up today. No weapon formed against me is going to I've been doing this 10 years. 10 years I've been doing this. And ain't nobody came on yet. Not the president. Ain't nobody shut my channels down. All my platforms is gone. I make stupid stuff on TikTok. Somebody told me the other day I got 27,000 views on something crazy I did on TikTok. I got all kinds of platforms. I just do stuff and put stuff out. Every platform I have, I put different information out for that particular platform, because every platform I have is used for a particular purpose, to get my message across. And it's working. And I ain't have to ask you for a damn dime to do it. I told you I'm very meticulous in how I do things. See, I went through all the rage and hollering. I had to get that out of my system. Now I'm giving you this straight, unadulterated information. And a lot of you taking it, some of you ain't. If it ain't for you, don't take it, right? Give it to somebody that can use it. Quit throwing good information away and quit feeding off junk food. Quit feeding off this regurgitated bullshit that these people shoving down your damn throat. Swallow your pride and take some truth for a chance in your life. I ain't knocking nobody in what they do. Every content creator, YouTuber, they got their own way of doing things. And I got mine, and mine is working. It's slow for the pole, but it's working. William Murphy came out, no. Yeah, William Murphy came out with a song, said it's working. Don't play with me. Let me get off this thing. It's about to get real deep, and I'm about to give you some information that's going to cut you. Sometimes you got to, the book said the word is sharper than two-edged sword. And I'm going to give you the word, because, and sometimes it's biblical, sometimes it's philosophical, sometimes it can be a whole lot of different things. I read a lot of different stuff, but however I feel unction to give it to you, I got to give it to you. Because if I don't, the ball will be on my hand. Don't worry about the antics. With antics, and the ones that got up in antic are the one that got the character flaws. Come on now, I'm just trying to help you. Character flaws and antics are not the same thing. Yeah, they're not the same thing. So you need to wake up, smell the coffee, get you might as well face reality. Ain't nothing you're gonna be able to do. Told family, friends, in-law, ain't nothing you're gonna be able to do to stop this momentum that the good Lord gave me. You ain't gonna be able to do it. I don't give a damn who you are. Now, I'm talking to you politicians. I'm talking to you dirty cops. I'm talking to you family members. I'm talking to my soon-to-be ex-in-laws, my stepchildren. Any weapon you form, it ain't gonna work, because the good book say the word don't return void. And if you operating in folly, baby, it ain't gonna work. No, it ain't gonna work. So quit trying. Just sit back at the table, eat your food, and don't even worry about it. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing: when the wicked, even my enemies and my foes, came to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell, and they still falling. Get out of here. Loose your hold. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Loose your hold. Better get up off me and get this information. You better get up off me and get this information. You better get up off me and get this information. That's the remix. So it's 9:45. I'm about to get off this live so I can continue to survive and get this information to you. Or we're going to be motivating you all the way to the end of the week. I told you some shit going to jump off in this nation here in the next few days. And it's going to jump off in Columbus, Ohio in the next few days. And remember, I said my time ain't his time. So I don't know if those days is going to be my days or his days. All I know is I was told in my dream that in a few days, people are going to start suffering for all the bad seeds they planted. I'm telling you, if you got people in your life that's around you that is digging ditches and acting a fool, get away from them. The good book says shun the very appearance. If it looks evil, get away from it. Walk away from it. Run from it. Run from it. Yeah. Quit casting your pearls to the swine. It's going to get you behind. It's going to get you to fall by the wayside. And then you're going to grow up like thorns and thistles. But even a rose bush got to be pruned. It got thorns on it. It's got a beautiful flower on it. But you got to prune that thing. You got to get that thing together, because it's going to grow wild if you don't. Now, I'm just trying to help you. Hope that helped you today. Thank you for those that stopped in today. Appreciate it. I hope this helps you. Hope you continue to view. I hope you continue to like, share, and subscribe. It's free. Because the objective of this channel is to speak out against systematic injustices on all levels. Yeah, that's what I do here. And this is what I do. And I'm going to continue to do. You ain't going to get no hearsay here. You ain't going to get no alleged here. And if you push me far enough, I don't have a problem pulling documents out to back up what the hell I'll be talking about. And that's what makes people nervous. Because right when they think they're ahead, I start pulling that paperwork out. Then they shut up and start running and come up with some more bullshit, which is fine with me. I love it. I love a challenge. And I've received several challenges from several people, and I have yet to see them in action. I see them hiding. I see them all hiding behind rocks, and I see them all creating new pages and following me, and trying to keep up what I'm doing. And the whole time they creeping around, operating in darkness like the devil. And I'm supposed to run. Baby, you can't get me to run. You can't get me to run on. Because I stand on business. So those that come on, that's why I start cutting comments off now on my live. Because you get fools that come in. And instead of me giving attention to the fool, I let the fool do their job. I still let them clock in, work overtime, make up false accusations, and then when I bust their bubble, the people that was feeding them bullshit, the peanut gallery, they set you up to look stupid, and then it is what it is. So, I choose to expose the way I do, and I'm gonna continue to do it. I got a good one coming today. I'm gonna finish up on that Pat story. I got some new information on that. Regarding my stepdaughter that was involved and entangled in that mess. But yeah, I expose people and I put your name out there, and I do it on purpose because I want you to come back and debunk what I'm talking about. Because it's awful funny. I don't go nowhere and I get all this information and it's all factual, and don't nobody ever say he lying. No, they ain't gonna say that. They're gonna be quiet because they think it's gonna smooth over. No. See, I told you how I operate. I always tell you what I'm doing before I do it. And then I do it, and then y'all be looking like he really did it. But the people that's out there running their mouth, they ain't saying nothing. And y'all dumb enough to listen to them. Be not ignorant of Satan's device. I just told you that yesterday. Don't be ignorant of it. Y'all so damn crazy, and y'all novice to the fact that the devil playing for keeps. Hello, I'm trying to help you. Hey, get this man out, like, share, and subscribe. Some folks are talking about Brother D. Just tell them, hey, hold up. This man, listen, unless you got some shit to tell me that's different than what he's saying, baby, he telling the truth. And I wouldn't encourage you to tell people that. See, because what happens is when people talking to you and you got proof that it's a lie and you don't confront the person that's telling you, just as complicit. Come on now, I just told you. Sometimes people don't respond as quick as you anticipate. Why? Because they got their hand in the funk, which is junk. Yeah, you can't tell me. I know how it works. Yeah, I know how it works. Yeah, I'd be mad too if you were throwing dirt on somebody and all you see now producing is harvest and flowers and plants. When you thought it was going to be compost and decay. No. No, God will take something ugly and turn it into something pretty, baby. I'm telling you what I know. Don't play with me. I'm telling you what I know. I come from a life of adversity, baby. And I'm telling you that I done bounced back and I got a determination, honey, that is just unbreakable. You didn't hear me. You better wake up and smell the roses and the coffee. Baby, you better wake the fuck up. Ohio, we are in an hour, a moment of chaos. I'm only speaking to Ohio right now because that's where I live at. And my first work started at home. You can't talk about reaching out to the masses, and you got crash out dummies right here in this goddamn state, and ain't nobody doing nothing about it but gaslighting them and getting these YNs to go out here and do stupid shit. Then we get everybody talking about they OGs. You ain't no damn OG. You're a perpetrator. How are you investing in negative information to give to these youngsters, but then as soon as one of them get hurt, you want to jump up talking about some sliding. You ain't sliding shit. Slide against this negative energy that go out in the community. Slide against these dope dealers and these people that's ODing in the damn state of Ohio, and these people that are addicted to opiates and drugs and marriages and stuff breaking up because people get addicted to drugs at a late age, and we sit back and wonder why all this stuff is going on. Because we got government politicians pushing all this agenda out, and we so damn blind, we getting distracted by the words Democrat and Republican when it ain't even that. I'm just telling you, it is what it is. Wake up. Be thankful today. I just wanted to give you a little pep talk to help you. I hope it helped you out. I'm Brother D, fam. That's who the hell I am. And I'm going to give you the truth because the truth ain't going to do nothing but make you and set you free. Quit telling lies. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Rance Allen. Shout out to Rance Allen, rest in heaven. He came out with a song back in the 70s. Said, you've been lying on the truth. Always give a shout out to Rance. I think he was sacrificed too. I think he Church of God in Christ folks killed him. I really believe you did. And I'm putting that out there again. I'm still waiting on some of you people from Lucas County and Monroe to inbox me at theuprightstone@gmail, even his widow. And I want to find out, even that weird girl that used to be up under Rance Allen, now she under QS Caldwell. She pastored now. What's her name? Her last name used to be Caldwell. I think her last name used to be Caldwell. Nikki. Is that her name, Nikki? Now she a pastor doing all kind of stuff. I don't see her nowhere with Rance's widow, Mother Ellen. I don't see her nowhere. But I see her up here in Georgia dancing all over the place, singing songs and carrying on. But I want to know what happened to Rance Allen. I want to know how everything that was connected to GE got dismantled. Just about. That's what I want to know. Yeah. So I ain't going to get on these church folk. I just wanted to put that out there. I want to understand how y'all be letting all this shit slide. And these men's and women's is dying off, and y'all ain't saying shit about it. But you give a man that's on drum board passing out AIDS for Christmas, or a man down there on Brittenell Temple of Faith passing out AIDS and raping little boys. Y'all have homegoings for them and have them jumping around. I'm talking about Roger Harrison. Y'all got all these people that y'all glorify and y'all put them in heaven. I just told you the other day, somebody sent me a clip. Said everybody, every time somebody die, we put wings on them. Everybody going to heaven. You can give out AIDS, rape boys, be a bull dagger. You can do dope. You can be the presiding bishop, tell bold-faced lies on national networks and still be saved and still be the chief apostle. The church is failing. The clergy has no respect in the world today. You got more respect for the Catholic folk than you do in the sanctified church. That's sad. And I grew up in holiness. That's what really appalls me. The sanctified folks trying to be Catholic, and we already know what kind of background the Catholic Church got. That ain't biased. Those are facts. Read your history. Read your history. Find out what's up under that Vatican. Them dead babies. Find out the history. Yeah, find out the history. The Catholics, they put a hit out on people in Knights of Templar. They don't want nothing to do with nothing that's right. And then you got a guy in there now that's American that gets up and tells slight truths, and people get mad at him. Huh? How do we accept that? How do we accept regurgitated messages? How do we accept all this foolishness and we still sit back and bash and lie, connive, and we all operate under the guise of truth? That's not truth. Tragedies are common. Walter Hawkins said, I just told you that. Tragedies are common. Common in that context means normal. Everything that is going on in the world today has been accepted as normal, and it's not normal. And ain't nothing new under the sun. Everything that's going on now has been going on since the beginning of time. Holler if you hear me. I hope I'm helping you. I hope I'm helping you. I hope that there's some people out here in this world that really believe in truth. I don't give a damn what your method is. If it ain't truth, it ain't real, and it definitely ain't right. And baby, like the little young ones used to tell me when I pastored my church, they used to tell me, they say, Pop, I ain't gonna hold you. You telling me, man, you spitting the truth. Hey, that's all I try to do. I try to give it to you raw, unfiltered, and keep it real with you, because I can't shuck and jive it. I can't sugarcoat it. I can't be fake about it. I can't run no game, because the game and the flex is not what you think it is. It's not what you think it is. Be not deceived. And I'm going to end with that. He ain't mocked. What you sow, you going to reap. Yeah. Now, people think this is a game. I don't waste time. I don't waste my time, and I don't waste nobody else's time. I want everybody to win. But you can't win being on the losing team. And the losers right now are the perpetrators. Them are the losers. I told you the way of the transgressor, their life is hard. But if you really upright and you doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're supposed to go through a few things. Because the good book says if you godly, you're going to suffer persecution. Yeah, I'm just telling you. Godly and that talking about drinking, smoking, all that, because I know a lot of folks that drink, smoke like I do, and we fine. It's you ones that sit around with these cars and cords that's sitting right here talking about what y'all doing, and y'all ain't doing shit. Y'all sitting around getting blowjobs, turning tricks. I told y'all be on these porn sites, and a lot of y'all be on there. I'm telling you what it is. I don't got to lie and hide nothing from you. I'm giving you facts. I don't need to lie to you about you church folks out here sucking cocks and selling content. I told you I got a wall of shame of several officials' daughters and kids and preachers and pastors and bishops that be on these porn sites and they get up on Sunday mornings and all these meetings. I just ain't put all the information out yet because I know the law. You can't be revealing people's sex tapes and stuff like that without their permission because that's against the law and you can sue for that. But I got it. And ain't nobody denied it. I done called some of you officials' names out and you daughters' names out. And ain't none of y'all still following me. Y'all still watching my information, trying to see who I'm going to talk about next. Y'all still keeping up with it. But ain't nobody going to say nothing because y'all dance over sin. You hear me? Y'all dancing over sin and lies. You better wake the fuck up. You better wake the fuck up and quit playing these goddamn games. You're going to be weighed and found wanting. Yeah, you're going to be weighed and found wanting. You know, they was in there having that big feast. You know, that man, was that Nebuchadnezzar got up in there talking all that shit, and they rolled on that wall. Next thing you know, motherfuckers out there with his nails and shit like a beast out in the field. That's what's going to happen to some of you false prophets and you bishops out here, namely in Church of God and Crooks. When they pick up on y'all and Jesus come back, he going to get you. You know, now I've been noticing a lot of commentators been putting on stuff. We not intimidating and we not talking about people. I'm talking about you. Hell, I ain't. I'm talking about you. I don't give a damn. You out here misleading people and you out here digging ditches for folk and you talking about you operating in the name of truth. You's a lie. You ain't operating. Drew Shear, David Hand, Terry Cook, George Carter, Clifford Kimbrough, all you motherfuckers are not operating in truth because you guys always got some shit popping off. And yeah, I'm talking about you. I'm calling your name out. Your jurisdictions in this state are fucked up and y'all operating like the goddamn devil. I'm just telling you that. Giving you facts is now 10. I want you to win. I got to go. That's what Trey Songz said. The reprise. Listen to that. I got to go. I'm sorry. I got to go. You know, I gave you the information. I've been on here 58 minutes and counting, and I got to go. Get that message out. If you code it, if you say you religious and you doing all this stuff, spread the word to your leader. Let them know. Brother D Fam is on the air, and he's letting people know the truth. The same thing that you're supposed to be doing. Tell your leader, if this man right here has left you all, and he's talking about the truth, what are y'all talking about? Because y'all telling lies. Because most of these men, they kids out here doing this weird shit, and they're afraid they're going to get exposed. But they already exposed because a lot of their pictures stuff is on my damn shorts. Go look at them. You got a guy in Sharon, Pennsylvania, told me that resurrection was a game, and I ain't know nothing about it. Dr. Melvin Baker. I think he got almost 6,000 views on my shorts now. He up in Sharon, PA, up under David Heron, fucking all the official daughters and getting sucked off and everything. And he got had a couple wives. All of them have been abused by him. That ain't alleged. I heard it out of their own mouths. The wives, ex-wives, and current wives told me. So I picked the stuff on YouTube. That's what I do. People give me information. Most of the information I'm getting are members of these churches. And they give me the information. And then I expose them for free. And people get offended. I don't give a damn if you get offended. I got offended too for all the shit I went through. But you hear me crying over spoiled milk and trying to manipulate and deflect? No, I ain't deflected. I'm coming at you, what they say, like in full effect. That's what MC Light used to say. She said, I'm coming to you in full effect. and Queen Latifah. I'm coming to you in full effect. Yeah, Eric B. and Rakim. I'm coming to you in full effect. I'm a microphone thing. Yeah, I was a teen before I became a fiend. Yeah, man, you better quit playing with me and wake the fuck up. It's 10:02. I'm gonna remain true, and I gotta go because I represent the blue. Hey, I love you, you, and even you, red and yellow, black and white. We all present in the sight, but we black and browns. Gotta quit being clowns and playing games with God's people. I don't care what your background is, what your collegiate experience, your academia. I don't care what your background is. If it ain't true, you bound and you blind. And the blind can't lead the blind. Three blind mice. Three blind mice. Yeah, three blind mice. Three times dope. Get off the rope and get off the dope so you can cope. That's what I want to tell you today. I love you. Thank you. Like, share, and subscribe so you can be like Brother D and say, yep, he survived. I love you. Take care of yourself and each other is my prayer. Hope you come back later because I want you to be greater. Okay. Thank you. I love you. Peace out.